I think I see better when I got my Glock beside me. I'm rolling up some pressure just to hide the pain inside me. I'm sliding in the SRT, but it feel like a Rari. And she calling my phone, I'm blowing up, she say I'm sorry. I think I see better when I got my Glock beside me. I'm rolling up some pressure just to hide the pain inside me.
So that man Reggie is back, and he got something for y'all.
So I had a truck last time, but I got finesse. I ain't gonna say too much. I went and got another one. You know, built it. You know what I'm saying? Did some work to it. And I'm done after this. I don't give a fuck. I'm not building more trucks. Y'all can have this shit, but this is the one. You know, I got offers on it already, but I ain't getting rid of it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know.
Let's take a look. Y'all can see from here. God. Come on, man. Can't do nothing regular around this motherfucker. See. That bitch look crazy on camera, bro. You want to tell them the suspension setup, or you want to gatekeep like the rest of these?
I ain't like them bitch ass niggas, so I'm gonna do this. You know, I don't care about that. So we go 7 Magoys, right? No ball joint space. We don't believe in that shit. We go 3-inch body. You know what I'm saying? We do go forward keys, turned down. They ain't turned up at all. Ain't touched. You know what I'm saying? Just screwed in basically. You know, we went new carpet. We went new headlights, new tail lights. We went caddy racks. Gold light stars in the ceiling. We went new fender liner, 6s and 5s. You know, if anybody want to trade, hit a nigga up. You know what I'm saying? Or hit my brother up. What else? That's about it, man. You know, I kept it simple. You know what I'm saying? But we go new transmission. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, we go new transmission. You know what I'm saying? That's about it. Brand new front end. I ain't cut no corners with the front end. Nothing. I didn't put no bullshit parts on here. None of that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, came out pretty good, man.
Got to keep it under wraps and then pop out.
Thanks.
All right, so we're back in here with the cam swap, and today really the task is going to be to get the top end disassembled. I'm gonna get the heads off, the intake manifold off, and just start working my way down. It's moving out pretty good. Everything is looking pretty decent so far. It's about the same condition as how mine was, so I'm gonna clean up the heads, clean up the covers and all that, and just try to clean up what I can, just so that way I can get them right. All right, as you see, got more stuff on the table, and I'm about to vacuum out this valley area because there's a lot of leaves, dirt, and just debris up here. So just gonna try to get as much as I can of this out of here, and then we'll go ahead and move on to popping the head bolts loose, taking the headers off, and then popping the front timer cover off, and then we should be good to go ahead and start knocking out this cam. Should have everything down to bare block here soon, and we should be pretty much ready to go. My buddy's coming by tomorrow, and we're gonna kick this damn thing into overdrive and just go ahead and get the heads built, throw the cam in, and hopefully by the end of tomorrow we should be almost complete, and then Sunday pick back up to where we can get a first start on this thing. All right, so went ahead and got the headers pushed back just a slight bit, so that should be enough for me to get the head studs out and pull the head off. I pulled the push rods out and the rockers, so I got those sitting right here, so I can tell off rip major differences. These push rods came off of the passenger side, and you can see they look like they're a little newer or a little bit cleaner than the driver side ones. The driver side ones are pretty damn dirty. And looking at the tops, this is the part that rides on the back of that rocker. Not sure if you can see it, but a couple of these are showing like a little line, and they're kind of dulling out. They're supposed to be polished a little bit, but a few of these have some wear on them as far as just the rocker riding on it. This is the same way. You can see really on this one right here how it's different than the others that are shiny. Have to get him some new exhaust manifold gaskets, because when I took these off, they fell apart. These are the multi-layer steels. These are supposed to be all one piece, but over time they end up breaking apart. The coil plugs, broke one of them, so I got them a replacement. I had some that I had off of mine that were still practically new, so I just threw them one of those. So we got all of those out with no problems. So everything is going good. So hopefully we can have this damn thing completely disassembled by the end of the day, and then get up out of here, come back in the morning, start the assembly process, and it'll be a quick, fast process. So let's go ahead and get back to it. All right, boys, so we got heads off, and everything looks good as far as the pistons and stuff go. Just got to get the lifters out now, so they're all in there. So I'm gonna rotate the crank just a little bit, just to kind of free up the lifter, so that way I can just pull them out, and then we'll take the timer cover off, so that way we can go ahead and get situated with the cam. It really didn't take long to get this damn thing disassembled. It doesn't take long at all, as long as you just take your time and make sure you don't break anything. But other than that, man, it's pretty straightforward. So all right, so we finally got everything taken off, and all we got to do now is take the cam gear off and take the cam out. Have to take that oil pump off. Unsure of how I'm going to do that. I know there's one method where you can take the oil pump off without having to do all that little shit down there with that pickup tube, but we'll figure it out. If I have to, I'll put a zip tie on that damn 10mm and damn take it off and take the oil pump all the way off. But I believe I have it in top dead center. I might have to go just a slight bit more, but other than that, I'm gonna just go mark the dots so that way I can see them down here in the dark. And then other than that, we should be good to get right tomorrow. So all right, so went ahead and took the cam out, and yeah, found some very interesting things right here. So looked like the lifter may have dropped on here and just ate a nice little piece of it out, and yeah, that ain't good at all. A couple of those lifters, like I said yesterday, looked a little suspect, so that kind of explains it all. So yeah, glad we're doing this and knocking all that out. I already got the cam in some lube, so we're gonna go ahead and start slapping that in there with the new cam retainer plate, getting it torqued down, and then we should be able to work up and start building the heads after that. So let's go ahead and get to it. All right, so picking back up, we got a lot done. A lot of time was spent trying to just get the gunk off the head. So we got the heads built. My homeboy Ant just got all the springs put in with all the seals on both sides, so everything is looking good on that end. We're good on that. So now as far as the block, we got the cam, chain, retainer, plate, sprocket, and we got the lifter trays and the lifters put in. I got the front cover cleaned up and the new seal put in there. So yeah, man, we moving, and we running out of stuff now. So all we got is the push rods, crank bolt, head gaskets, the timing cover gaskets, and the water pump gaskets. So all of that stuff will get thrown in once we start doing most of the front accessories. So all right, so got one of the heads already on, and it's torqued down, ready to go. So all we gotta do is get the other side done, and then we'll be pretty much rebuilding everything all the way up, and we should be getting pretty close to completion today. We're looking pretty good so far. So I'm gonna go ahead and change out these intake manifold gaskets, because this intake manifold is disgusting. So change those, and then all we gotta do is put the push rods, rockers, and everything else as far as the front cover, gaskets, and all the front accessories and shit. But yeah, we're gonna see how far we can get today. Hopefully we can kind of get to a decent stopping point to where we can crank it within the next couple days, but should be damn near 90% by the end of the day. All right, so we're getting back to it. Got both the heads down and torqued, got the coil packs on, front covers on, everything is torqued. So we're about to go ahead and put the harmonic balancer on, and then we should be pretty clear to go ahead and throw on the front accessory stuff on, throw the headers back on once we get the gaskets, and then intake manifold, then we'll be good. So moving along fast, and yeah, we're getting close to a startup. All right, so got the whole motor assembled just about. So just got to put the front alternator bracket and the power steering bracket on here, put the exhaust back on. I'm about to go and run to AutoZone before I close up for today to get these exhaust manifold gaskets, and then I'll be able to put the headers back connected, and then we'll put the radiator in, clutch fan, and all that stuff, and then we'll be giving her a crank. So yeah, just got to tighten up a couple things. I got the throttle cable and all that stuff loose, the throttle body's loose, so just gonna have to go through and just do a little once over, tighten up all the clamps and fill it up with oil and coolant, and she'll be ready to rock. So yeah, pretty quick. My buddy's coming by and helping me out. Damn, for surely sped this damn process up. I would have probably been here still putting the heads on today if I wouldn't have had some help. My buddy that was helping me out, and he's a pretty seasoned technician, and he knows a lot about the tuning and stuff like that. He knows a lot of people, so might end up trying to get him to convert over to try to, you know, tune a little bit, so that way we can kind of get a lot of shit rolling in-house. That's what I really want to try to do, is just be able to do a lot of shit in here so I don't have to outsource and shit like that. But for now, we working with what we got, and it's looking good. So can't wait to crank this damn thing up. Tomorrow's Memorial Day, so highly doubt that I'm gonna be here tomorrow. Like I said, I ain't got much more to do, just a little bit, and you know, fluids and shit. But all right, it was the day after Memorial Day. I didn't end up getting in here yesterday to get anything else done, but like I said, we're pretty much complete with everything. So I'm gonna finish up everything as far as today goes. I just got to tighten up a couple of these little accessories on top of the intake manifold. Once I'm done with that, I'll go ahead and probably start rerouting some of these hoses. I may throw the radiator in, but I do have to end up going and replacing or doing a bypass on this little sensor back here. So this is the EVO. It's like a variable orifice for the fucking power steering. Basically goes off the RPMs of the motor. It's not really common on these trucks, but seeing that this is a 9902, a lot of the older stuff usually tends to kind of get pushed over into the next generation. So this was something that was on OBS's and stuff like that, and a lot of people delete them and bypass them because now you cannot get a fucking sensor for it. It's discontinued from GM, so gotta put the bypass in there. I ordered the bypass for them. It was only like 30 bucks, so I went ahead and got that, so that way we can reroute all that stuff right there and just get it rolling, because until I get that situated, I can't put this bracket on and crank it up or do anything until I get that. So should be in today, hopefully by the afternoon. All right, so getting back to it, and I got the heater hose lines put back on, but I do want to get him the connector as far as this one goes. I just got the hose over the barb right now. I don't want to put it back up like that and put a hose clamp on it, because it's prone to leaking, especially with that hose being a little older. I don't want to have any type of leakage, especially coming up here. I got the EVO sensor out of here, so got that out of there. You got to take it out of this hose as well. All right, so I finally got everything I need. So this is the Dorman part right here, if you want the part number for the steering bypass. I just went to O'Reilly's to go pick it up because the one that I ordered on Amazon is fucking lost in transit somehow. All right, so got the alternator bracket, power steering bracket back on. Got everything pretty much routed up. Getting the radiator put in here now. So all we got to do now is go get another adapter, because I got the wrong one. I got the Ford one. I wasn't looking at it whenever I picked it up. I was just trying to get in and out. But yeah, I got a says right there fits Ford. Didn't even fucking look at it whenever I was in there trying to get it. But I'll go grab another one from the parts store up the street, and then we should be able to go ahead and throw the clutch fan, shroud and all that shit, the belt intake, and then we should be good to go as far as finishing up. Got the power steering bypass. You see that little line right there, so basically it just goes into the back where the sensor went, and then it has a U, and then it pretty much ties into where this power steering line originally came into. So yeah, it's pretty solid so far. Just leaking a little bit from where I did where I disconnected all the lines and shit like that, but everything's looking good so far. About to head to AutoZone one last time. Hopefully this will be the last time, and then once I get that hose, we should be good to go. But I'm gonna go ahead and try to get this radiator set up before I end up heading out, so that way once I get that hose adapter, I can just connect everything back together, go ahead and throw the clutch fan on and everything, and then start priming it. All right, so got everything finished up and got the coolant in there, got oil in there. So now I'm about to go ahead and start priming it over. Got the fuel pump fuse taken out, got the coil packs disconnected. So now we're about to go ahead and get a nice crank over, get the damn engine primed up, and then after that we should be good. I had one little coolant leak. It was that bypass hose down there.
You're right. Get it.
Yeah. Okay. It's just damn coil packs.
Okay. get it, boys. Trippy back in this bitch. Observation, trying to learn something.
All right, so I got the valve covers off, and it's looking like these two first ones getting plenty of oil. That one right there that I'm pointing at right now, it's kind of in and out, depends. There's one back here that looks a little dry, but they all getting the oil now, so not too sure what it could have been. Yeah, sounds like the sound just went away. Honestly, it could have been just me not priming it just enough, but now it's quiet. A couple of the rockers, like I said, weren't getting no fucking oil to the top, so that was probably the problem. I ain't gonna lie to you. All right, so got everything thrown back together, and I got the intake back on. The only thing I'm missing is the top cover and then this shroud that goes up here. But I just want to go ahead and crank it up one more time, make sure everything is good to go, everything is registering. I'm gonna go and pull up everything on the scanner and just do a live data pull and make sure that everything is running right. Now she sound way better. No ticking. All you hear is fucking them injectors. So yeah, everything sounding good. You can tell it's damn going up and down just a slight bit from the inside. The only code is mass airflow sensor. There's a little baby chop. Yeah, you're gonna need some exhaust for this damn thing, but it's got a nice little baby chop. Sounding good. Right now it's idling at like 600. Yeah, like between 639. You can definitely hear that cam like once you get down low up underneath the truck, but she sounds good, bro. Can't wait to fucking hear it with some exhaust, because this is a 5.3, mine was a 4.8, so I'm curious to see what numbers this damn thing gonna pull with it being a bigger displacement motor. But sound good, bro, I ain't gonna lie. It's time to go ahead and get this damn exhaust done now, bro, so that way we can hear the full power of this motherfucker. His looked a whole lot better on the inside. It looked like somebody maintained his oil changes a whole lot more. Mine, motherfucker didn't change the oil but every once in a blue moon. All right, so last thing on the truck, pretty much took it up the street earlier, and runs and drives fine. It doesn't cut off unless I'm coming to like a complete stop, in which I have to crank it up and then, you know, scoot it back. But compared to mine, the fact that this has cats in it, it kind of catches itself a little bit better, so it's easier as far as drivability to drive it down the street or take it to wherever you got to get it tuned. Everything is seeming fine. There's no leaks up underneath the bottom. I got up under there to pretty much put some engine degreaser, and I used my pressure washer over there to spray up underneath everything and just check and make sure there was no leaks. The only thing that I could probably recommend him to do is probably an oil pan gasket, because right in that corner right behind the timing plate, like the bolt over, it looks like it's kind of coming out of the side of that oil pan gasket. But other than that, there's no other leaks. I've even damn near made the Cross River chrome or polished again with that little turbo nozzle I got. So that degreaser did a good job by cleaning up all this stuff up under here, so that way I could look and make sure there were no crazy leaks. All that stuff there is just the water and shit that came off of it earlier when I pressure washed it. But it's warmed all the way up right now after taking it down the road, and yeah, it's staying right there at like that 180 mark. It's got like 39. I don't know if the gauge is off, it keeps kind of blipping a little bit, but about 39-40 pounds of oil pressure, so we're looking good. the gas needle. I'm not sure where the gas is at because when I put it in park, it's up towards the quarter, and then whenever I'm driving, it's a little lower than that. It's turned out good. Can't wait till they put some exhaust on this shit, especially after the tune, man. This shit gonna be nasty because it's already pushing hella air, and it sounds pretty decent. Be coming out of a fucking stock exhaust. So yeah, man, about to go ahead and cut it off, and yeah, that'll be pretty much it as far as the cam goes. Yeah, man, appreciate y'all. If y'all need any LS cam swaps, that's all I'm doing them on right now, just because that's just a platform that I'm familiar with. Anything from Gen 4, Gen 3, need a cam swap, hit us up, man.